I know that nobody cares about my opinion, viewers will never see this. They successfully ignore even the biggest content creators, and I am a nobody. I'm just a random person on the internet. But I have been playing this game for a while, and I have some thoughts, and I want to share them, even if nobody will ever see this video. I am a long-time Genshin player. I started playing during 1.6. And back then, the game seemed magic. The world, the music, the characters, etc. As I was leveling up, I saw no issues with the game. The content seemed good enough for me, and I had fun exploring the world. But as I reached AR 55 and cleared all the chests and challenges in the open world, I started noticing some issues. Firstly, I had to deal with lots of minor inconveniences. So I had to send each expedition separately every time, which was pretty damn annoying. To look for the artifacts I need manually when I wanted to switch the build. Many game functions were unavailable in co-op. There was the stupid "this character is busy with another quest" problem whenever I tried to clear the story and started a few quests at once. I could not save the team presets for Abyss, and I had to choose them manually every time. The character builds were inaccessible from the Abyss screen, and every time I wanted to clear the Abyss, I had to go look at my characters and make sure that they have all the artifacts they need. There was no skip button for the dialogue, so if my game happened to disconnect during the story, I had to listen to the whole thing again. All of these are the issues that I could remember off the top of my head without really thinking about it. They are all minor inconveniences, but they add up. So 2.5 years later, how many of them were addressed? 1.5, I'd say. So they fixed commissions after Star Rail did it, and they added some kind of artifact sorting, which is not the presets I wanted anyway. All the other annoying aspects of this game haven't been fixed yet. But look, we have a TCG, yay! And you can even be a Senora main now. So at AR 55, I started noticing problems with the game, but I was still positive. I hope that they would introduce more quality of life changes soon, as they did in the early days of the game. If they fixed some issues before, they should fix them now, right? Wrong. Most of the problems are still here 3 years later. Back then, I would even spend some money on the game. Not much, because I'm broke, but I would buy a Welkin whenever I had a few spare bucks. I was playing peacefully for a few months, and then the first anniversary dropped, and all hell broke loose. And I was honestly baffled by the whole ordeal. Genshin wasn't the first live service game I played in my life, so I had some expectations. They were not high, but I expected maybe a special anniversary event, a couple of 10 pulls, and a 4-star character selector, or a 4-star weapon selector at least. So my expectations were low, but Genshin managed to disappoint me, because we got nothing at all. One web event and 60 primas. Genshin turned out to be the stingiest gacha that I knew of. So I was used to the fact that the game's anniversary is the time when the developers say thank you to the players for staying with them. But Genshin is above these standards. At least that's what the game's management thought. But I was even more baffled when I learned that some individuals were defending Hoivers, a multi-billion company, saying that we, players, are the ones who should thank them. So go buy these sweet refreshed Primo packs and a special Genshin concert package, dumbass. Players say thank you to the developers all year round by spending their money and time in their games, by creating fan art and talking about it online and thus making it free advertisement. But the devs have one day a year to give back to the community, and they chose not to. We only got some pulls, a glider and some useless junk for the teapot, because players bitched all over the internet, because players review bombed Genshin, a bunch of other mobile games, and freaking Google Classroom. Just why? But it kind of worked. They did damage control. They took their premium Genshin concert pack and split it into pieces and gave away for free. So these rewards were still pretty damn stingy, but it's better than nothing, right? They just gave less Prima Gems next patch after all. Now I am of the opinion that they should have given a free standard 5-star selector during the first anniversary. In a game where there is no guaranteed on the standard banner, and there is a bunch of different junk in there, like 5-star weapons and characters together, I think having a free selector at least once a year is a must. Players should be able to obtain a character they like. Some people came to this game because of Diluc, for example, or Mona, or even Chi-Chi, but they cannot get him for years. I wanted to have Jean since the first day I started playing. You think I got her? No! Fucking no! I still don't have a Jean. it would literally cost nothing, because people don't pull on standard banner unless they are very new and they don't understand how the system works. So why not? Because they don't care. It was a long time ago, and nothing changed since then. The rewards are still pretty shitty. But now, the history repeats yet again. 3 years of supporting the game. For 3 years, people have been spending money, creating Genshin-related content, engaging with Genshin-related content, and making a game even more popular and more profitable. You may shit on Genshin community as much as you want, but there are so many talented individuals who put their heart and soul into making Genshin-related content. I've seen so many beautiful animations and artworks. And how much is all this effort worth according to whoever's? 3 intertwined fates. Yeah, the poor indie company cannot afford to spend more. They will go bankrupt. They can't pay their employees, guys. Kai Hao Yu is starving. Help the poor man. It was not the lack of rewards that bothered me this whole time though. It was the complete lack of communication on the side of the Genshin devs. They just openly showed that they don't care on multiple occasions. They didn't listen to hardcore players. They didn't listen to casual players. They just basically say, eat our shit, play our game and give us money. Shut up. They're doing the same thing again with the current controversy. It will be Genshin First Anniversary 2.0. I'm recording it the day before the new update, but I'm sure they won't change the rewards. They will try to wait out this outrage again, and maybe send a measly 10 pull in the mail. And if they feel really generous, they might even give us 4 fragile resins. Genshin producer or whoever makes these decisions has forgotten that the players made this game as popular as it is. The players brought them popularity and money. With their actions, Genshin management upset their most loyal player base again and again. They upset the people who really care about the game and who want it to get better. And it's quite baffling for me that they still act like there are no competitors. For the longest time, Genshin has been the only game providing this special kind of experience, an open world, gacha, action RPG, with limited social functions. But the situation is changing. It's time to build a good relationship with the community, because there are competitors right around the corner. I bet their marketing teams are watching this whole ordeal and taking notes on how to attract disappointed Genshin players. And I doubt any of these games that are gonna release will be as stingy as Genshin is. In fact, I expect that the rewards there will be much better. I'm glad that many people are speaking up. And I would like to hope that we can change anything. But even if we fail, it was worth trying. I still kinda like this game. I like chilling in the open world, and I'm a big sucker for elemental reactions, but if nothing changes, I'll leave it behind and forget it ever existed. So, on this note, farewell, and hopefully see you next time.